Good afternoon, fam, and welcome back to another episode of Godspeed, where we provide you a weekly market overview for the Lexus LC500. Fam, we got another exciting lineup on tonight's episode. Out of the gate, I'll be walking you through three amazingly priced opportunities that are available this week, and they also come in at or under average mileage for the LC500. Our video of the week was shared to us from Hannibal Miles 8494 and showcases David at Automotive Press walking through a tremendous LC500 factory walkthrough in Japan's Toyota City. And this week's Aftermarket Showcase features Tom's Racing and a look at a very stylish aluminum oil filter cap that's offered in several colors for our vehicle. All right, fam, let's get into tonight's episode. But before we do, hit the subscribe button to help us reach our goal of 650 subscribers by January 31st. And let me just take a moment to say tremendous appreciation and gratitude for everybody's support. We are currently at 618, so I know we got a clear path to 650 by middle of next week. Also, family, share the video with any Lexus enthusiasts you know, and make sure to like the video and hit the bell to get notified whenever a new episode or video drops. All right, fam, let's go. Let's get into tonight's market review. First up, now before I click on this, I want you guys to notice that the price right here is $62,759. When I open this one up for us, you're going to notice that the price has increased to $64,212. So if you're going to explore this opportunity, then make sure that you call out to them that pricing that you just saw, okay? And hopefully, if they increase the pricing, let me jump down here and see if they increase pricing. Yeah, see right here, price went up by $14.53. So, and that happened, yeah, good deal. On 125, which was yesterday, which is when I initially captured the car for today's review, the price was at $62,759. So see if you can't negotiate with them in order to get it back at that price, because I'll tell you what, $1,500 is making a lot of difference. Okay, but I think they must have, after they got all the prepped pictures done, they realized, wait a minute, we've posted this probably a little more aggressive than we need to. Okay, so let's kind of get into the specs, but I want to call that out for you real quick. Family, we have got a beautiful 2018 Caviar LC500. This one is the performance package, so you guys know we're getting all those goodies. The carbon fiber seals here, the 21-inch option wheels, you got the carbon fiber top, you got the retractable spoiler, and this one has the beautiful black leather interior with the Alcantara inserts. My gosh, this one already has the tint on it for you. Let's talk about the specs on this one, okay? So we are talking about a 21,000 mile vehicle, which is really low. I mean, that's a very, very low, especially for the price points that we're looking at here. Like I mentioned to you guys, I've got that 2024 trending video that I'll be coming out with here shortly. But I can still see it again this week that prices are absolutely starting to edge upward. Okay, this one's got a clean title, 0 accidents, 3 previous owners, and like I mentioned earlier, it's absolutely being advertised now for $64,212, but yesterday it was being advertised for $62,759. That's probably going to take some negotiation to try to get them back down on that one, but at least work your magic and try to do what you can with these folks out here at Sam Lehman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Morton. Okay, all right, let's look at our next opportunity, which absolutely is coming from our friends out here. Nope, sorry, family. Absolutely coming from our friends out here at Ride and Drive. So we've got another performance package, another Caviar, same spec actually as the previous one we just saw. And this one's got the tinted windows, super dark tint on these, so you definitely might want to test those out. Or it could just be because we've got black interior, then obviously this thing is showing a little darker, because when I'm looking at the window right here, unless that window's rolled down, those don't actually look that dark. Okay, But man, we got some great shots of this one. This one looks absolutely beautiful. A little bit more mileage than the other one we looked at. Actually, this one's got about double the miles, but still coming in right there at the average miles for the 2018 vehicles, which is 50,000 miles. Okay, this one's got 46,000 miles on it. It's showing extremely clean. This one is a performance package, so if you guys haven't had a chance to take a look at that package video that I created, absolutely jump out there and take a look at that one, because what we noticed is that the touring package adds roughly about $2,500 worth of value. The sports package adds about $5,000 worth of valuable add-ons, but the performance package gets you a total of $10,000 worth of goodies, right? And we know that to be in some of the rear steering functionality that you get. You got the rear spoiler, you got the carbon fiber top, the carbon fiber seals. So those are some absolute goodies to take into consideration when we're looking at a 2018 with 40-some thousand miles for $61,488. Now this one's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the price actually dropped on this one. Before we can confirm that, right, we've got clean title, 0 accidents, only 2 owners compared to the previous one, which had 3 owners. Okay, yeah, this one's not showing the price adjustments on it, but I could have swore when I captured this one, it was actually reporting at about $400 extra. So it was actually showing at $61,988, but now we're getting this bad boy for $61,488. So if you are looking for a Caviar with black interior, already got the tinted windows, and you want the performance package, family, I put in front of you 2 tremendous opportunities that I absolutely think you should take a look at. Now, haven't said this in a while, so I just want to make sure that everybody understands that, you know, we can only tell so much from pictures. And I always encourage you all that when you're looking for a vehicle, make sure you check out the Carfax, right? These vendors or dealers should absolutely provide you a Carfax free of charge to you. You know, make sure you look extensively at that Carfax to show exactly what's happened and how the vehicle has been treated on its journey thus far. And then the other piece, if there's any question about the actual Carfax, spend a couple $100 with your local Lexus dealership and make sure that they do a 161-point inspection on this bad boy so that you know exactly what you're getting, right? I think there's tremendous value built into both of the offerings I've showed you thus far. And, you know, exploring a couple $100 just to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into, I believe to be just a great strategy when you're about to drop $61,000 for a vehicle. Okay. All right. Enough about that. Now let's go to this last offering here that we have for us. So this is a 2018 beautiful offering, right? Now this one's the LC500 in the touring package. Again, this is that, I don't want to call it entry level because I feel like that plays down what the touring package is, but it absolutely is your entry point, your first tier, if you will, for the packages that are available in this illustrious vehicle. Now, what I do like about this one, though, is that we come in with that ultra white exterior. This has the L certification to it. So, right, we talked about that. I hope you guys saw the video. If you haven't, I'll have a link to the video as a part of our outro on tonight's episode. But guys, you're getting that 161-point inspection, which we talked about a bit in detail. You're getting the 2 years of unlimited miles with the limited warranty. You're also getting 2 years of roadside assistance. You're getting the 2 years or 20,000 miles, or I should say 4 complimentary maintenances, and you're getting trip protection anytime you have to do something with that vehicle. Okay. All right, back to the specs. This one's got that beautiful ultra white exterior that we talked about. It's also got some tinted windows there that add, these are clearly, you know, not too dark. You also get this has the 21-inch touring wheel option on it, but these are blacked out, which they do present very well. I think personally, you're going to transform this car night and day if you're able to, if a part of your build is to put some suspension on this one, because I feel like once you reduce that wheel well there, man, this car is going to just showcase that much more for you. We've got that gorgeous aniline leather interior that's presented with the Rioja red for the seats, as well as the Alcantara inserts on the side doors as well as the roof line, right? But look at how clean this thing is. Now, you guys probably noticed that you don't see the floor mats in there. No worries, they're in the trunk for you, okay? But I just love how the person who had this vehicle obviously took really good care of it. You don't see a lot of cracking in the leather interior, which sometimes is visible, or I should say more visible in some of the colored leathers, but everything looks tremendously clean. Backseat looks like it's never been used. And we just got a great showing here, right? I mean, I love that white exterior with the red interior. You've got your roof here to let a little bit of sunlight in while you're driving. And this bad boy has 31,923 miles, which is astounding. Now, real quick, we talked about the certification in detail earlier this week, and we called out that the 30,000 mile interval is absolutely a pivotal and a larger investment from the service perspective. So what I would absolutely do is make sure that when they show you that inspection, that L certification inspection sheet, make sure that they actually did all of the work that was a part of the 30,000 mile warranty. Because in full transparency, right, if you got 20,000 miles and you got 4 services intervals, that's going to get you to about 52,000 miles, which means, family, you're going to probably be out of pocket for that larger, what we called, I think it was $1,400 service when you hit the 60,000 mile service that'll be in front of you, you know, in several years or whenever you hit the just 24-month time period. Okay, so definitely make sure you take a look at that when you're doing that too. Although these tires look really new, but make sure that the tires and the brakes, make sure you look at the indication on both of those, because if for some reason they were being conservative and didn't replace those, I'd absolutely make sure that they go back in. But again, looking at these tires, they look pretty beefy, so I don't know that you're going to need to have that conversation, but just giving you a little food for thought there, okay? All right, family, that's 3 tremendous opportunities this week. And, you know, like I told you, there's definitely increase in pricing for the LC500s. What I try to get in front of you guys is the best opportunities on the market for that week. And we've definitely got some tremendous outliers here. 2 performance packages that, you know, potentially you could get for $61,000 or $62,000 to $64,000 with a little negotiation. And then of course you've got just a certified option here from Lexus coming in at $64,995. All right, family, that is our market overview for the week.
GodSpeed's Lexus LC500 pick of the week.
Our video of the week is actually coming from Automotive Press, and they have David out here has provided us a beautiful walkthrough of the Lexus LC500 factory in Japan. Now, this is a 20-minute video. Obviously, we're not going to sit here and watch the whole 20 minutes of it. As a matter of fact, we're only going to do a few minutes of it. But I just want to showcase this, right? This was actually presented and brought to our attention by one of our very own members here, and I'll tell you what, I'm glad he brought it to our attention, because I'm going to share with you guys a comment that kind of summarizes, you know, my feelings for this video and the value that it brings. But before we get into that, right, let's just take a quick look at some of, you know, what David is showcasing here for us, right? Now he's kind of talking about the different, giving us a little video of the different cars that's on the assembly line right here. But, you know, being able to actually look at them build this and look at the level of execution that they have, you know, as a LC500 owner, and not even just the LC500 owner, I'll be honest with you, I've been transparent with you guys about, you know, my appreciation for Lexus's approach to their vehicles and why I purchase Lexus over some of the other manufacturers. And it boils down to, you know, their journey for excellence, right? You know, they are truly on a pathway to build the absolute best vehicles they possibly can. And that statement cannot be exaggerated enough when we talk about the LC500. What this video has done for me is kind of summarized in this individual's comment, right? ASong26 says, as a LC owner, the video has been so very special to me I thought some parts were hand built, but virtually everything appears to be hand built or assembled, and that's just incredible. It really brings another level of pride to my ownership of the Lexus LC500. And I can tell you that's exactly what this does for me, fam. So if you're interested in the Lexus LC500, but you're kind of wondering, are you going to get enough to compensate for value of whatever price point you're looking to get into the market on one of these, whether it's $60,000 or you're looking to go buy one brand new at over $100,000. And let's face it, now with the 24 builds, you can pay $124,000 for the convertible Inspiration Series, and that's before any manufacturer or any dealership puts a premium on top of it. But one thing I will leave you with, as I encourage you to go out and watch the full 20 minutes on this video, is this video is going to help connect the dots between the value that you're paying for either at the $60,000 price point or the $120,000. I'm super excited to be an owner of this vehicle, and I think this video right here is absolutely going to give some education to both myself and to others as to why this vehicle is indeed the special unicorn that it is. All right, fam.
GodSpeed's Aftermarket Showcase.
Aftermarket Showcase this week brings us out to Tom's Racing, where I want to showcase just a nice little addition that you can do underneath the hood and at extremely affordable price, okay? So if you guys, everybody's probably super familiar with Tom, right? Tom's is almost like the advanced racing team, if you will, for Toyota and for Lexus. It's almost comparable to like what an AMG, even though Tom's doesn't always partner with, Lexus or Toyota to build a particular product, but they have a very much renowned name in the aftermarket space for any performance or enhancements to the Toyota and Lexus vehicles. And so, I'm constantly looking for little aspects to our vehicle that we can personalize, right? The one thing I love about personalization is it creates a more intimate experience with you and the vehicle. And I'm always looking for a great deal as well. So, I came across these Tom's oil filter caps, and I just wanted to showcase these to you guys on the Aftermarket Showcase tonight. So what we've got here is we've got a very tangible option, and two, I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be super distracting, but it will give you a little something to look forward to whenever you got to pop that hood, or if you're a part of car culture, next time you're out at your car show, you'll have a little something to show off underneath the hood if that opportunity prevails itself as well. This comes in the all black with the Tom's logo in the center, or we can get this black with silver approach. And then the two colors that I like the most is, we just got through looking on screen that structural blue 2.0, right? I mean, I think I really like this for that particular build. And then of course, a lot of our interiors or a lot of our vehicles rather have the red interior. And I think the red is very tasteful here and will absolutely be the one that I'll be looking to entertain as well. Okay, now, practically what we have here is we have a carved out aluminum body with the resin dial, and I think that's going to present some, benefits to us, maybe lightening the weight a little bit, or, I mean, come on, these aren't heavy pieces, so I'm not going to sit up here and sell that you're going to get any true performance changes as a result of this, but I think it's a very nice aesthetic add to the vehicle, right? If we look down here, we can get a little bit better glance of what we can expect. Although I will say that this one, the one in the video here, is not actually what they're selling, right? This one has maybe an aluminum body right there, whereas we've got just a resin dial on the ones that we're looking at, okay? But then one thing I want to call out too as well, because they don't actually sell this part directly from Tom's. I wanted to introduce you guys to the Tom Racing website, because they got a lot of products out here, including merch, that if any of you guys are looking to build out your garages with some of this paraphernalia, you can absolutely go out here and explore some of those options as well. Tom's also has some different parts for the Lexus LC500 that we'll probably delve into at a later video. But in order to order the part, you're going to have to go through another dealer, and so I've absolutely got one of those called out here. I'll share with you. One of the things I did want to mention though is that while this is in Japanese right now, I'm not going to hit the English, although you do have an English button up here that you can hit, so this is all converted into English. What this is telling you is that, listen, the cap is only going to be suitable for certain engines, and any of these engines that you're seeing right here, you want to make sure you exclude, which is kind of interesting to me because I see the 2JZ, and that's a popular engine. The 1JZ is popular as well, but I'll make sure I reread this again. But I did do some research to identify what is our engine type, and we have the 2UR GSE 5.0 liter V8 engine, which is absolutely comparable to what this part will be able to fit in. So double check it obviously before you purchase it, right? I always want to make sure you guys don't always take my word at face value, although just, being transparent, I always make sure I research the information. But it just feels to me, as I'm presenting right now, it feels weird that this product wouldn't be suitable for the 1JZ and 2JZ engines. The only reason I say that is because they're probably the most popular engines in the Lexus lineup, but now that I'm talking it out loud, they are absolutely the older engines. And so these caps may not be suitable for the older engines, okay? But double check that for you. All right, with that being said, right, if you guys come over here to Speed Racing or Speed Zone Performance, and I'll make sure that I've got the website in there. Number one, you're going to get $10 off when you sign up. Unfortunately, that $10 is only on a purchase of $250 or more. But if you end up picking out a little something extra out here, you can absolutely grab that as well. Now, this product is $95, and again, you can pick it up in the silver, the red, or the blue, and the total black options right there. Okay. So again, family, I always like to just bring you guys a little something out there. If you've got some allowance or if you got a couple dollars that you're looking to spend on your baby, you can absolutely check out Speed Zone Performance out here for a Tom's Racing oil filter for about 95 bucks, and with a little bit of shipping there, obviously, as well. And that would make a very beautiful, addition to the top motor of your Lexus LC500. All right, fam, that is our aftermarket showcase for the week. Fam, that is our episode for the week. I will have all the details of what we discussed tonight in the comments. You guys have a beautiful weekend. Godspeed.